I ain't feel sorry for this woman. Listen. I ain't trying to be mean. I ain't trying to rain on Shorty Parade. I ain't trying to call her every name in the book. But at some point, bro, like, can you really feel sorry about her? Bro, you was sitting over there talking to Gina, Diddy's, like, recent baby mama. He had his child, his daughter, Love, with that woman. And you was saying, like, you can't play with me disrespectfully or whatever have you. If I wanted to, I could make Diddy make you, like, eat me out and all this. You was talking crazy. I could have Diddy do all this to you. You was talking crazy as hell. So now that you on your show, Caresha, please, you got Saucy Santana reading you the questions and talking to you. You like, oh yeah, like it was crazy. Like I never knew he could be like that. Like, oh my God, on the allegation. Like, baby girl, I ain't gonna lie. You didn't want to be an artist. Like, again, you broke it down like the money wasn't really coming in. With you and JT, you met Diddy. Y'all had a thing. You was getting some money. That nigga was spoiling you, he was treating you, he was tricking on you. The shit y'all talk about in your music. And you was comfortable. Now, I'm about to say Caresha again. JT, on the other hand, was really trying to continue the music shit. And she became a solo artist and she continued doing what she was doing. And you got mad at her because she did whatever single or whatever have you. And now, not to say y'all have like a bad relationship, but it was a little murky waters at some point. You heard me? It was a little bit murky. But now we here to talk about some shit real quick. By the way, sorry, I know this is off topic. I might do another video on Tory Lanez because that nigga been dropping some heat while he's been in jail. I might do another video on some of the songs he's dropped. But anyways, besides all that, we here to talk about Caresha and her breaking down the whole Diddy allegations on Caresha, please. And see, this is what I don't respect about Shorty, right? Like, bro, again, with all the allegations that came out, fine, the Cassie one, it was what it was. But you're telling me there was not an inkling, there was not like a little trepidation, or hopefully I'm saying that word right, a little bit of a, when Cassie came out with her little lawsuit or whatever, like, oh, Diddy did this, he did that to me, yada, yada, yada. And your ass literally was with this dude. In less than 24 hours, he settled with Shorty, getting wild the money, whatever have you, and you wasn't sitting there perplexed. Now, that doesn't sound right. Well, now we know if we believe Little Rod and all the allegations he had in his little thing. So all I talk about, basically, when Lil Rod was working with Diddy as a producer. By the way, that's the only part I believe, because Diddy ain't be paying niggas publishing and shit. It's documented. With that being said, with his all allegations he was making in his documents, you know what I'm saying? And he said your cousin was trying to get a little frisky with him, and he wasn't accepting of those sexual advances, but she was still doing it anyway, and Diddy was just strong-arming the motherfucker and pill Cosby and motherfuckers drinks and shit. Like, you wasn't sitting there like, well, your cousin was in it, so you had to keep it a buck. And as long as it wasn't affecting you, you didn't really care. I wouldn't be surprised if, listen, I ain't trying to disrespect baby girl. If Caresha was in some of these latest freak calls, I would not be surprised. We know how Diddy move. Listen, we know how Diddy move, and I don't care. Listen, he set up the lawsuit with Cassie. I know them free calls was going on. Especially, we know he hitting women, because after that little shit he was on, bro, we know after that little shit he was on, the video came out. This motherfucker, all he did was apologize, and still. Anyways, man, let's read what Caresha got to say, man. Let's read. Young Miami has finally broken her silence. Yes. It goes without saying that Diddy is in a world of legal trouble, as the Bad Boy Records founder is currently facing various lawsuits accusing him of sexual misconduct and more. He's also at the center of a federal human trafficking investigation, which prompted raids of his mansions earlier this year. Well, isn't that like 2 or 3 months ago? Anyways, besides all that. Amid all of this, fans have been particularly eager to hear Young Miami weigh in. The City Girls performer. By the way, is y'all still a group? Because we see JT solo. Will y'all ever come back together and be like a proper group? Anyways. The City Girls performer was in a non-exclusive relationship with Diddy. He called her his shawty wop. You know what I'm saying? Apparently she had that WAP and hey, he was loving it, you hear me? But he wasn't loving it enough. Potentially could have had some other people sampling that as well while he in the corner recording it. Like he like Steven Spielberg. He basically kills. He basically R. Kelly. We don't want to have that conversation because R. Kelly was doing that with like underage women, and potentially there was some underage, or allegedly, sorry, not even potentially, allegedly, from Lil Rod's filings, documents, allegedly there was some underage women at them parties. This nigga's basically kills. I ain't gonna lie. But anyways, if we believe that is true. But anyways, as I digress, what was I at? A non-exclusive relationship with Diddy prior to his legal saga, though they haven't been seen together since. She stayed quiet about the debacle for months, but will finally address it in an upcoming episode of Caresha Please. Young Miami teased the beloved podcast return on Instagram. Yo, bro, to talk about the bullshit. Like, I don't give a fuck about this shit. So, I ain't bringing us this far to go backwards. She said tearfully. The full episode, nigga, tell me what the fuck happened, bro. I don't give a fuck about the tease, nigga. Now, what the fuck she say? I don't give a fuck about you teasing your show come back, nigga. What the fuck you said about this nigga? Cool. I think I found it. Yeah, the episode was hosted by Saucy Santana, who had a plethora, I like that word, plethora, a lot, of questions for Young Miami. Of course, the biggest topic that came up had everything to do with the likes of Diddy and everything that has been going on throughout the situation. So let's see what she actually said. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just skipping some of this shit. I don't care some of this fluff. I don't give a fuck. As for the allegations against Diddy, Miami noted that she never spoke on them because she didn't know much about it. She had a completely different experience with the music mogul. Furthermore, she knew during a time when everybody was celebrating him. Additionally, she made it clear that she allowed Diddy into her life and not the other way around. Either way, it was a bad situation. Miami was visibly emotional. Okay, she just playing damage control. I ain't even gonna sit here. Basically, if you ain't seen the clips, she was just trying to explain it like, oh, I met him at this time. He's such a nice guy. I know these allegations are coming out, but he treated me nice. He took me shopping all the time. She basically saying all the fluff like she never knew him to be like that. But you was over there talking your shit that, oh, Gina coulda did it. Like, bro, I could have Diddy do this. How dare you talk to me about that? Bro, you knew a little something. Now, did you expect this to come out? No, no one did. But you knew a little something about the situation. Let's not act like this shit just was just rainbows and gumdrops. Like, you knew some of this shit was going on in the background. Let's keep it above, bro. You can't do this idiotic bullshit with me. You was happy you had a nigga. You didn't have to rap anymore. He was giving you enough money for like every month. So you was just like, for this rap shit, you was running around with this nigga. Allegedly, you was smuggling Tussie for the nigga. If you don't know what Tussie is, basically pink cocaine. You like, come on now. Come on, you can't come on your little show give me all this little bullshit you talking about. Nigga, Saucy Santana question like, there, it's okay. You're fine. Bro, it is what it is. Now, again, did you expect that? Getting into like whatever relationship y'all had with him that he was going to be like this or he allegedly could be like that? No. But you must have heard some shit. Niggas must have told you some shit. Caresha, you ain't new in this music shit. You've been around for a minute now. You have to know some of this shit was happening behind the scenes. And that's where my shit is. Now, I get it. You have a brand yourself. You're not trying to go there. And sadly, the nigga is connected to your brand at this point because y'all did have a thing. But come on. Come on. Like, baby girl. Like, if you gonna lie, at least lie well. Like, come on, man. Like, what is we really talking about here? Like, you ain't... Hey, man. Hey, man, like, listen, we just gotta talk about it. I could see how, like, she got comfortable making JT be like, fuck this. I'm gonna be on some solo shit, become a solo artist, and it's kind of thriving a little bit. To be fair, ever since JT got out of jail and she had that first day out freestyle, I was like, nah, JT is the more like is the better rapper out of the two. Not to say that Young Miami is a slouch, because Young Miami did hold her down when JT was in jail. She was holding the shit down, but you could tell that JT was the better rapper or artist or whatever have you. But yeah, man, that's really all I gotta say about this at this point, bro. Like, I just don't like this shit. Like, her explanation wasn't good enough for me. Now, again, it might be good enough for some, but it was, just as a motherfucker that was just following this case and all this shit, bro, and what you believe, if you just gonna pick up some of this fluff and just run with it, like, Shorty knew what she, like, who she was getting into. Maybe not getting involved with. Sorry, getting into. That made no sense. Getting involved with. Maybe not at the very beginning, but quickly you could see, because you was sitting over here talking shit about Gina and all this other shit. Hey, man, listen. That's really all I gotta say right now, man. What do y'all feel? Comments down below, links in the description. Hey, like, subscribe, help your boy out, help your boy grow. Check out the second channel, Quasimodo. You know, the name be ringing bells, you know what I'm saying? And we gone. Slimes, one piece, man. Aye.